Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Indy, and today we're going to be reviewing South of the Circle.
Flares. Keep an eye out. I'll open this window and send one up on the hour to help you get your bearings. Hey! Hey, you here? I'm here. I'm here. Just don't lose yourself out there, okay? Just keep straight.
South of the Circle is a narrative adventure game about Peter, a Cambridge academic who finds himself fighting for survival in Antarctica during the 1960s Cold War. Along the way, Peter has flashbacks to his life at the university and his relationship with Clara. All these flashbacks occur while Peter is stranded with his pilot after crash landing. He's soon forced out into the unknown in search for help. The journey ahead will be tough, and every decision counts. First things first, I love the art style of this game. I'm a sucker for it, and to be honest, it looks great. But, and this is where people are going to get divided on this game, because trust me, I've seen plenty of arguments for and against this. And well, I mean, the game is very story driven, and there's a lot of walking involved. I mean, let's just go ahead and say it. There's a lot of walking involved. Okay, well that's the video. That's a wrap. We're done. Video over. See you in the next one. Wait a minute. You're still here? Well, okay then, let's continue. Jokes aside though, I wouldn't exactly call this a walking sim, although I know some would, but it's really a story that's, decided on your choices. I mean, put it this way. When I was done, I told my son I had just played a 3.5 hour long movie, and it was fantastic. Yes, I am totally fine with making choices and following along as long as the story is good. This one falls under the captivating category for me. And while South of the Circle certainly won't be for everyone, those that do enjoy a good story, no matter how you get there, will thoroughly enjoy it. Everything in the game seems to have this sense of purpose, with a side of tension in almost every scene. Your choices that you make are brought up during conversations and is tied to emotions. This is one part of the game that I was kind of hoping would have been done a little better or different. While in the beginning it shows you that each button or choice represents your emotion, like being nervous or joyful or things like that. It doesn't show you that throughout the game though. I wish it would have, because I spent times wondering, okay, which one is this again? When I should have been focusing on the choice I wanted to make. Fortunately, it's not that big of a deal, because the performances in this game are freaking amazing. And you'll forget halfway, you'll forget half the stuff you should be remembering anyways. So, not a big deal. Seriously, you'd be hard pressed to find better performances in any other game. This game is it's simply magical. And that brings me to one of my biggest loves I had for this one. It was the emotions. Of course, it had to be the emotional side of it for me. Of course it did. Well, this one really puts you in some conundrums. I'm gonna tell you what, it puts you in some conundrums. I found it easy to fall in love with the characters though, and I think not only it's due to the great performances in the game, but also it was just wonderful storytelling. I felt myself struggling with how it would react in my own life. What decisions would I make? Would I be a good person in this situation? Or would I be a selfish person? Well, that's definitely what this game taps into here. And it makes for an overall I just say it again, it makes for an absolutely overall wonderful experience. While the storytelling is front and center, you will get the chance to walk about and interact with things from time to time. It's mainly done with walking, from point A to point B. You get to drive a few different vehicles in this game, so guess what? You can't really call it a walking sim now, can you? I mean, you can't. But even when you're walking or driving, you get this sense of whatever is happening in that moment is very important. Now that might sound a little odd, but it's true. So much in this game matters. I would have liked a way to keep track of your decisions, or even once like the credits rolled, you could see the decisions that you made. But the best thing that you get is every once in a while when you make a major decision, it shows up at the top of the screen along with the other decisions that you've made. I think there was an opportunity missed here. I'm being a little nitpicky, or perhaps maybe it's just my obsession of wanting to know, where it all went wrong. Believe me when I say pay attention to the decision making. It's very important, but isn't every decision playing this wonderful, wonderful game? When the credits rolled on South of the Circle, I was sad and a little confused. Sad because, the story coming to a close, and confused on what I had just done, and why I was so in love with this game. Then it kind of hit me. This wasn't just playing through a game. It was an experience for me. It took me on a journey of discovery. That of love, that of desperation, and that of making difficult life choices. I fell in love with the characters, the performances, and the way the game looked. It certainly won't be for everyone, but it 100% was for me. The game takes about 3.5 hours to complete, so I finished this one in one playthrough, and then I even went back to get the other ending. Yes, there are a couple of different endings, and you can easily go back to see them. I'll probably go back and watch them a few more times over because it's been difficult for me to let go of what is probably the biggest surprise in any gaming this year for me. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Sorry if I just completely gushed over this game, but yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit. The story is fantastic, and that's what you're gonna get with this game. You're getting a story. You're getting something, awesome to look at, and absolutely wonderful performances in this game. But that's what you're gonna get, and I absolutely loved it. I don't mind these type of games at all, and I believe that it was just the right length. As far as the playthrough, it was perfect for me. And yeah, it was, a little bittersweet to see it end, but like I said, it was time. It was time for it to end. And it hit that sweet spot, as far as timing. But yeah, I very much enjoyed the game. If you like these type of games, I absolutely recommend it. You should pick it up. So, I played this game on my PS4 Pro, and yeah, other than that, in the brah.